I'm delighted to be joined by England manager Paul Bell and assistant manager Mark Smitheringale ahead of tonight's World Seniors Cup final. Paul, last night you played Iran in the semi-final and it was a hard-fought victory.
It was. The 4-0 scoreline might suggest otherwise, but the players had to work really hard, and they did. The game plan was executed really well, but of course we had the boost of the early goal.
Mark, what do you make of the standard of competition in this year's tournament?
Well, I think as per usual, it's high. I think the teams that we expected to be towards the closing stages in and around the final and semi-final are the ones that traditionally are there. I think the big difference this year, though, is some of the Asian teams have not been quite as strong as what we've probably experienced in the past. So we've seen England, Scotland, Australia, etc. come through to the fore, really. So, but overall, it's been a very competitive tournament.
Paul, last night's encounter was a physical battle. What shape are the squad in going into tonight's final?
Similar to last night, really. We are awaiting really some fitness tests on a couple of players. Unfortunately, Tristan Whittam is ruled out, but we wait the news on a couple of others ahead of kick-off. But in the main, the majority of the squad are ready for selection.
Now, Mark, World Cup finals don't get any bigger than England against Scotland. You've already played them once in this tournament. How much did you learn from that encounter?
We learnt quite a bit, but I guess a lot of it was reaffirmation of what we knew already. We know that obviously the Scots generally tend to play a typically British game, British style of football, so what we're expecting later on today will be a very combative performance by the Scottish boys. We think it'll be full on. It'll be, from the start there'll be lots of big tackles being made. It'll be very competitive, and we're expecting a tight game as always.
Now finally, Paul, we've had lots of messages of support coming back from England and players who've been on the tournament before. We've got clubs associated with the players you've got out here now, and of course friends and family. What does that mean to the boys going into tonight's final?
It means a lot, to know that everybody's watching back home, and compliments to the organisers in the sense that this is now freely available to watch. You're getting live streaming of the games. It means there's a lot more involvement back home. They're instantly hearing about everything, whereas in years gone by they've just had to sit and wait for news. But for all the players, it's great that the whole experience can be shared with friends and family back home.
Paul and Mark, thank you very much for your time and good luck in tonight's World Seniors Final.